morning. Here we are back in Vineyard House down in the hub, and this is where we shoot. We have a studio here, but I prefer the bigger space. It just gives us more room to spread our stuff around. We've got a couple of setups, but first of all I'm going to take you through to hair and makeup, where they're just finishing off doing the lovely Rosemary. She's from Germany. She's come over and she's having her hair done by Portrait. Right. So come on through, you can see us in the corner. Here we go. Now, we're using spray on the tongs and things, but we're using it in the corner to keep well away from diamonds, because when you've got diamonds, which we have in this shoot from Cleef Arpels, we must not at all get hairspray on them, so we have to keep well away from the diamonds. Right, over to you girls, explain what you're doing.
Hi. Well, for makeup today, we've gone for quite natural, keeping the skin really nice and dewy, put some nice highlighters, and just going for really fresh, really clean look. Their eyebrows, gorgeous eyebrows, so just brush those up and just make it look really clean and fresh and pretty, quite feminine.
I mean, obviously this light isn't the best light to show off her makeup, because we're in the dingy corner, and you find all studios are in dark holes somewhere. It's never this kind of ugly Betty glorious big space, unless you've got a huge budget, and we don't have for that. But this is more how these things really happen, and I think what's useful is we don't have hundreds of people running around all over the place. We're a very small team. Hair's been prepped beforehand, but I'm not the hair expert, so over.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm just going back through the ends of the hair for a bit of volume and texture. Just going away from the face with the bubbleless wand. And the roots are super sleek and shiny. It's very clean, and the hair is going to be really bouncy when she's on set.
And what we use on the hair as a little trick, which isn't much good for you going down the aisle, but for us is perfect. We have a couple of bits of cardboard, waft it like that, and it lifts the hair away from the face. So it gives you a much more atmospheric and a sense of movement and pace, which I think is quite key on pictures, because you don't want anything too static. Now, she's actually wearing Ian Stuart, really, really well-known UK designer, does really well all over the world, and we just love this dress. It's the one that I was explaining yesterday. It's got lots and lots of hand-made flowers and stuff on it, and we've got a little shrug. If I go and grab that once we've done the hair, we're going to try it out, see if it's suitable or not. Have you finished it? You carry on going, because I can go.
No, I'm still going.
Okay, so while she's still doing the hair, what we can do is have a look at these bad boys here. This is our selection, which has been delivered by armed guard. Well, not quite armed, but heavy security. How fab are these? Really, really gorgeous. And this is diamonds at their best and finest, actually. Like any of these. If anyone's listening, that one's a Christmas present, please. Although the hoops would be perfectly acceptable as well. If you just have a look round this way, we got two lots of flowers in from Amie. Huge big displays. Love the kind of wildness of this, because sometimes I think when you've got really big dresses and quite formal, you need something that's kind of billowy and over the top to balance them out. Because if you've got a really tiny bouquet with a huge dress, it doesn't always resonate very well. And I think you need that for a sense of scale. And that's the official board there. That's our, thank you Paper Chase, our lovely wafting board, so that we can get movement in the hair, so the hair really flies. And it gives, again, that sense of pace. Laptops, Dan the photographer, studio setup. Back over to the girls, let's see what they're doing. How are you getting on?
We're just texturising the ends now, so that it's not too super sleek and smooth. So it's got a nice bit of bounce and texture.
And you put a bit more cheek on too, which I think is nice.
Put a bit more cheek on just to get a bit more colour, because it can sort of be bleached out a little bit with the flash. Yeah, she's looking nice and rosy. I'm just going to touch up the looks a little bit as well. Just keep those nice and...
I think what's important to remember is you don't need tons and tons of makeup. If you're having a test for your makeup, you don't need shed loads of it. It's not kind of a theatrical performance that you're miles away from your audience and they need to really cake it on. Lovely skin just needs a little bit of extra help, but here's the experts.
All the lights in the right place really helps. Light and shadow in the right place using very little product.
And you do real people all the time.
Yes.
So these are the experts.
Exactly.
We get to work with models all the time, so we don't have that many problems. You deal with real brides.
Real brides, real women.
We specialise in bridal
exactly. All different skin types and ages and skin types, skin tones, exactly.
Yeah. And what do you think most women want now?
I think people just, it's a bit of a cliche, but people want to look like a better version of themselves.
Yeah.
So they don't want to look like someone else. They really want to feel comfortable in their own skin. So that's like really important to do a great consultation. And just making sure that you're just enhancing their best features.
Yes, because I guess as a groom as well, you don't want to turn around at the aisle and go like, whoa,
Exactly.
someone you've never seen before. So I think it is really nice to have a version of someone you really...
Just you and a great day.
Exactly. Right, so what we're going to do now is just try and see whether this what we can do with it, whether we should put it just around there like I quite like that, and it gives us a bit more of a statement dress, because also when you're getting married, it is nice to have something for the church or civil ceremony or wherever you're getting married, and then have a bit of variety later. So when you take that off, it's still the same dress, but you get a bit of a 2-for-1 thing. I always think when you're dealing with cost, that helps, that you feel like you're getting one dress free almost. Look how cute that looks with that. It's really sweet. Right, on to jewellery. Over here. So now we need to pick out these rings, and I love them all so much, I think we're going to put them all on, because sometimes in pictures you can't see everything, because unless she stands there with her hands straight in front of her face, you're not going to see jewellery. So we tend to put rings on both hands so that you can catch a glimpse of a flash of diamonds as we go along. Also, I have to say we do like rings here, so we will throw on as many as we possibly can. Again, that one, is that on? No, sorry. No. But how cute, look, little bird of paradise thing. So sweet. They're all really pretty. Check out the sparkle on that. And I think just for this, as it is quite busy and we've got quite a lot going on, we'll just go for simple hoops. And if I can get Molly to give me a hand here and put these on. So again from Van Cleef, it's the Perle range, I think, because it's got all the little bobbles, but they're really cute. And these are diamond earrings, but you could really wear them with jeans or anything. I just love those. Right. And once Molly has done the earrings, and we are cramped, we're always cramped. In any studio situation, you're always in the corner somehow or other. Right. And that's kind of the finished look that we're going for. So off to shoot. And I think if you want to see the finished result, you have to wait a little while. Thanks very much for joining us today. Bye.